My topic is traffic enforcement, functions, law-related agencies, and offices under traffic enforcement. Traffic enforcement. It is normally referred to as the supervision of road users' compliance with the traffic legislation and punishment for non-compliance. The aim of enforcement is to prevent the occurrence of road traffic violations by means of control and punitive sanctions. So, the primary goal of the traffic enforcement section is to ensure the safety of motorists and pedestrians. The traffic enforcement unit is responsible for keeping settled roadways, moving during delays, reroutes and collision scene, civil function, sporting events, processions, parades, and during dignitary visits. So what is basic composition of traffic enforcement? Traffic enforcement has long been a staple of police organization as an essential service to the public. It is widely considered one of the most effective tools to combat and deter traffic infractions and crime. Recently, society has made demands and outcries for police to find remedies to the rising increase in aggressive driving and crime rates. So, what is the perception and expectations? Objectivity versus subjectivity has long been placed heavily as a demand on law enforcement and weighs on their integrity. It is, it is a hot topic whether officers are viewed as fair and equitable and rank highs on the list of priorities for public confidence in a department. In fact, it becomes very crucial for officers who do have discretion to be objective. How is this possible when a human is making decisions based upon subjective encounters? Sometimes, it is difficult but officers are to exclude bias when making decisions or solving problems. Not only is Not only is it a public mandate for officers to be objective and fair, but department supervisors expect officers to do just that in their daily decisions making. Can officer possibly stop every infraction they observe and treat each police contact exactly the same? The answer is no. Perfection is not possible. Two related functions of traffic law enforcement. Number one is apprehension, number two is deterrence. First, apprehension. The administration of justice consists of the identification, arrest, prosecution, and punishment of the violator, the objective of which is voluntarily compliance with law. Number two, deterrence. Deterrence of crime requires the investigation of behavior which reasonably appears criminal in nature in deploying patrol forces to inspire public confidence in the police ability to ensure a peaceful environment. The risk of apprehension for traffic law violations refer to the probability that a traffic law violation is detected and sanctioned by an enforcing body. Road traffic law enforcement is performed by the Public Roads Administration. The risk of apprehension is stated in terms of the number of violations detected per million kilometers of illegal driving. The risk of apprehension is highest for drinking, for speeding, not wearing seatbelts, and using a mobile phone. Deterring traffic violations ensure that traffic flow is safer and more efficient. The presumption being that it is not in the driver's own interest to violate any code. These are achieved through three processes. First, the establishment of traffic laws. Second, the policing of those laws. Third, the applications of penalty and sanction to offenders. Laws related. What is Republic Act 4136? It is arguably the most important driving law ever enacted. Republic Act 4136 is also known as the Land Transportation and Traffic Code, laid the groundwork for all the traffic regulations we have today. Plus, it also created the Land of Transportation Commission in the Philippines, currently known as the Land Transportation Office. Republic Act 4136 required all motor vehicles to be registered in National Registry. It also set the registration requirements and fees for every car owner. Aside from that, this law also required drivers to apply for a professional and non-professional license. Republic Act 4136 also set the penalty fees for failing to comply with the Commission's registrations and licensing requirements. Why is it important to follow the traffic rules? Traffic rules help protect you and the road as well as everyone else driving on the same road. Moreover, someone behind any bigger vehicle should also understand that there is limited visibility of the driver, and they should not try to come in the way of such vehicle which can be dangerous for both parties. What are the important traffic rules? First, never drink while driving. Second, always wear seatbelt. Third, keep at safe distance. Fourth, always avoid distraction. Fifth, never break red signals. Limit always drive in speed. Avoid the drowsiness which driving. While driving, watch out for drivers on the road. What is the main purpose of traffic law, rules and regulations? First, it is implemented for organizational and safety reasons, so all motorists and road users must follow them. What is the importance of traffic laws, rules and regulations? Traffic laws are designed to protect you and other drivers on the road. If we do not follow them, we are not only putting ourselves at risk but also innocent bystanders and drivers. Republic Act 4136 also set the penalties for the following traffic violations: overtaking and passing a vehicle, right of way and signaling, turning and at intersections, reckless driving, right of way for police and other emergency vehicles. Also, tampering with vehicles, hitching to a vehicle, driving or parking on a sidewalk, and obstruction of traffic. But how can police officers determine whether a driver is under the influence? They can refer to the following indicators and manifestations: overspeeding, webbing, lane straddling, swerving, poor coordination, evident smell of alcohol in a person's breath, signs of use of dangerous drugs. So the purpose of this act, Republic Act number 10913, which aims to promote the reasonable use of electronic devices on the road and protect citizens from vehicular accidents. Republic Act 10586, Anti-Drunk and Drug Driving Act of 2013, is one of the most serious driving laws in the Philippines. Aside from the penalty fees, driving under the influence could lead to injury and even death of all parties involved: the drivers, passengers, and pedestrians. An act penalizing person driving under the influence of alcohol, dangerous drugs and similar substances and other purposes. be it enacted by the Senate and House of the Representative of the Philippines in the Congress assembled. Section 1. Agencies and or offices under traffic enforcement. Land Transportation Office, LTO, Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, MMDA, Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, LTFRB, Philippine National Police Highway Patrol Group, PNP, and HPG, Department of Public Works and Highway, DPWH, and lastly is Road Board. Know and follow this land transportation's law. Republic Act 4136 Land Transportation Traffic Code. Republic Act 8749 Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999. Republic Act 8750 Seatbelts Use Act of 1999. Republic Act 8794 Motor Vehicle User Charge Law Overloading. Republic Act 10054 Motorcycle Helmet Act of 2009. Republic 10586 Anti-Drunk and Drug Driving Act of 2013. Republic Act 10666 Children's Safety on Motorcycle Act of 2015. Republic Act 10913 Anti-Distracted Driving Act, and lastly is Republic Act 10916 Road Speed Limiter Act of 2016.